pretty girls finish last. We do. I just told a guy who I had been talking to on and off. We both admitted that we liked each other a while ago, and recently I admitted that I had more feelings. And to my surprise, he never responded. I fucking hate this generation.
Yeah, pretty girls finish last because they choose to. Remember, women choose men that are on their level or above. So what do you think? Men, right, that are technically on your level or above will choose women that are even below them, right? Unlike women. So men that, are, of the variety that a lot of women want, have a lot of options, well, you most likely provide him nothing of value, right? You're not that special. You're not the only pretty girl that he's entertaining or talking to. And you provide nothing else of substance to him. These type of women pick the men that are the most charming, maybe the most funniest, maybe the best looking, the tallest, maybe the most financially stable or well off. So you don't think other women or many other women would want that same thing? This is the delusion of women, especially women that are, of the more prettier kind. Because they think that, okay, because I'm pretty, things should be easy for you. Getting men are easy for you. Commitment is different because you ask commitment for the top tier men that many women ask commitment from. So really, you also don't understand competition because you give these men nothing of value besides your looks. And besides something you give, other women give as well. So this is why women choose terrible men, right? Terrible choices men. And they get the results they get. So yeah, pretty women finish last because they choose to finish last. And unlike the good men, nice men that finish last, nice guys finish last, well, they don't choose to. They are forced into it. Why? Women like this will probably pick the nice guy last out of all these other men that didn't accept her or wasn't to her standards or didn't give her the commitment she wants. He'll pick her last. And I guess if that's a consolation for a man, at least he picked her, right? At least she picked him. Oh, well, if that's what your thought of, that this woman settled for you, if that makes you happy, then good for you. But for men, they don't choose to. They're put into it.
I don't even want to be an asshole, but you're a little above average. Well, you had a guy taking care of you, but you left.
No, I'll be honest. I fucked up. He's like, bitch, fuck you.
Well, if you cheat on a guy, now you're only in a sex category and you lose a title. You fucked up.
I didn't cheat. I was bored. Entertain me. Don't let me get bored. Why are you letting a girl get bored?
You see, it's always on the guy, isn't it? It's always the responsibility is always on the guy. It's like, entertain me.
Yeah.
Yes. But it's not the... I don't care what you get me. Entertain me. I don't give a fuck if it's a pet, a girl.
So I've come to realize modern day women are very entitled and they think that they deserve a top shelf guy and he should entertain you. I mean, it's kind of crazy that you had a guy that was making money, taking care of you, etc. But you still feel the need after him working and going after the world that he needs to come back home and entertain you when your entire life was taken care of, which is wild to me. Which is probably why he broke up with you, because you weren't being appreciative.
He does tell me I'm entitled every time we argue. He's like, you're an entitled fuck.
Here's the crazy part.
Issue.
I don't even want to be an asshole, but you're a little above average. Could you imagine a girl that's like a dime piece?
Yeah.
Insufferable.
Yeah.
Trying to tell y'all, man, the dating marketplace is in shambles, bro. You got girls that are barely above average selling things to entertain me.
Stuff, man.
Okay, so to my last video about how guys don't approach girls at bars and what's up with it. So some things in the comments, you guys are like, well, girls can approach the guys too. So yes, we can, but I think that the way that people's brains work, or just how guys and girls naturally are, is that when the girl is pursuing the guy, then like whether it's conscious or subconscious, I think that it's a turnoff to the guy. Like even for me, I totally used to be a pursuer. Like when I was out and like I saw an attractive guy, like I would make the move or whatever, and like yeah, like maybe like they would entertain it, or like maybe we'd go on a couple dates, whatever. But I think that when the girl is the first one to go up to the guy, like they immediately lose a little bit of like their dating or gambling power, if that makes any sense. Like, I'm not afraid of rejection. I'm fine to like go up to a guy that I think is cute or whatever. I personally just don't do it because I think in a weird way it's like a turnoff. And then some of you guys are like, no, like you guys should go up to the guy or whatever. But I think that it being a turnoff is like some weird biological thing. And whether guys want to admit it or not, the chase is fun. So it's not as simple as just like the girls should just go up to the guy. I don't know. Everyone just share their thoughts and opinions, because this seems to be like an ongoing debate with both genders.
See, this is why women don't understand it. It's yes, guys would be turned off. The guys that you choose, right? You gotta think. Women in general would choose the top tier men. Generally, probably the most attractive, because if a woman's gonna go up to a man, he's pretty much gonna click the very superficial check boxes, really attractive or, pretty attractive, tall, right? Like I said, really handsome and stuff like that. So these type of men, why would they're turned off by it? Because they don't need aggressive women. They don't care about it, or they're not impressed by it. Because if they weren't attracted to you, they wouldn't have come up to you. But you think about this. If you, go up to the men that, the conventional women wouldn't approach, I don't think he would be turned off by it. But comes the end of the day is that women choose the type of men that wouldn't, commit to them or give them time of day or give them what they want. Women do not choose the men that are in general have less options, right? She wouldn't choose maybe the shorter guy, the guy that may be a little bit chubby, maybe even fat, the guy that maybe looks geeky, looks like a gamer, looks, not that attractive. Women would definitely wouldn't go up to a men like that. So you gotta think, what type of men are you even going up to? And the men in general that are not approaching women, well, it's those type of men too. The men that women reject anyway, so they walk away. Now, the top tier men are not approaching you, well, because they approach plenty of women anyway, and they don't find you attractive. That's just it. So that will probably be your answers.
Oh my God! Hey yo!
I dare you with your gay ass.
Oh my God!
I dare you. What you trying to be on? What you trying to be on? I want whatever you want. I'll beat you the fuck up. What you trying to be on? If you really fuck up, what you trying to be on? It's whatever. I come to you. Say one thing and I'm gonna rock your shit. Rock your shit.
And this is what I'm talking about, like the image women portray of themselves. Hostile, violent, aggressive, hard to deal with. I mean, why do you think now men are tired of it and they're leaving? They don't want to deal with it. It's like you say, okay, the stereotype of black, aggressive, argumentative women. Well, you are helping portray it. It's not a stereotype when so many people are continuing that image. It's a reality, because not enough people are fighting against maybe the bad image, the stereotypes. No, not enough people are doing it. More people than not are actually just perpetuating it. And it's a sad thing, but it's a result of actions. And in this case, the actions of women, or black women in particular, where they treat men disrespectfully and aggressively. See, that's why it's funny too. If it was another man doing like that to to another man, that would be a straight up fight. But women have the leeway of just really screaming in a man's face and saying that she will beat the shit out of him. Yeah. And that's the leeway they get. The double standards of the world, right? For women. But that's why men, instead of, because they can't fight, they just walk away. And that's why it's the slowly but growing popularity of the passport bros. Because of shit like this.
Something you never told your ex.
That I fucked his best friend.
No, I can't laugh yet. I've got to hold it in.
What about you?
I dated him to get closer to his best friend.
Listen, for 9 years, that I fucked his best friend.
What's one thing about men you don't understand?
Why they are so short here.
Short?
I'm from Finland and they're so short here.
What's wrong with short kings?
What?
Short kings.
Oh.
I'm a short king.
No, but...
Gotcha, bitch!
You're a bit taller than me, but usually...
You're talking about even guys are even shorter than me?
Yeah, that's not for me.
That's pretty rough.
No one wants to admit this, but in 2023, women live life on easy mode because women are able to simultaneously double dip and act like a lady and get certain privileges, be treated like a lady, while also being able to be in their masculine and chase a career, etc. And I'll take it a step further. If they do decide to chase that career, a masculine one at that, they have an inherent advantage. You know, I saw that interview that you had with those 2 FBI agents. This is true. If you work in a masculine-dominant field, women are promoted at a higher level, especially in male-dominated fields. Like, we have affirmative action here, and women have all the same rights and privileges that men do while having female privileges that men will never enjoy. So the reality is life is easier for women in 2023.